And Bruce Willis is standing on a cliff, and he's got like a grenade in his mouth or something, and he like takes it out, and he takes the thing and goes pink, and he's like, "It's a good day to die hard." Then he throws the grenade at a helicopter, and
this is how we start the film.
Yeah. I think Die Hard has got a lot of helicopters in it.
He loses his shirt at some point. It's Christmas Eve, is it? And there's a baddie, and they're in Towering Inferno as well.
Right, so he's like a renegade secret agent who's also a dad, and he wants to kill the guys who own all the helicopters. And he's hanging off the helicopters, and he's hanging off like vehicles. That's like his main way of like getting around.
he gets I'm gonna catch a flight. Okay, here's your ticket. No, I'm good. I'll just hold on.
He just goes to the runway and like jumps on the bottom of a plane. He's always like hanging off the bottom of like vehicles. Maybe at one point he also is like having to like wear a mask, and then he just like, I don't know, slides into one of those baggage carousels.
Are you thinking of Toy Story 2?
Yeah.
I know he's pissed off. I don't think he wants to be taking on all the bad guys on Christmas Eve.
When did the first Die Hard movie come out?
In the early 90s?
19...
Do you remember it coming out, Mum?
Yeah, Bruce Willis was hot.
No.
Bruce Willis. There was a thing called Moonlighting.
Oh, that's right. This is Mum has
women.
4 references. 3 of them are 1970s sitcoms.
But Bruce Willis was massive.
But he was always like bald though.
And he uses it to his advantage.
Maybe he's like a bin man or something. And he's like got a little girl, and he's like a single dad, and he's got like really large jackets. Like, 'cause that's just what he wears, with loads of pockets.
Where are we?
In New York. Arlene, can you...
Yeah, no, go with that. New York, definitely.
Okay. Mum, okay, now you mentioned Towering Inferno.
Well, I always seem to mix them up, so I think there is like a really tall building with ducts and things like that.
The main villain in Die Hard.
Rutger Hauer?
No, wait, no, The Matrix.
Hugo Weaving?
Yes.
Okay. So it's Rutger Hauer and Hugo Weaving.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get to the tall building then?
He's in a dinner jacket. So he's at some event. It must be like a prize for the bin men or something like that. So
the bin men award.
Prize giving New York Metropolitan Bin Awards.
And he's like, he tells his daughter, like, I'm just going to get some milk. And he's like, actually, I need to go to this award ceremony.
What's Bruce Willis's name in the film?
John
Reaper.
Like, Bruce Willis sees them, and then he just, like, runs and jumps out the window of this building, smashing it with his bald head.
I don't think they're after him. I think they're doing something, and he's kind of tripped over it. He's discovered it by accident.
Wrong man, wrong
and he's
wrong
like,
time.
oh shit, I'm going to have to deal with this.
Yeah,
and,
it was like experiments.
Sort of this superhero
helicopter experiment.
Guy.
Yeah.
They probably want to rule the world, but the pesky kids keep getting in the way. So, and Bruce, John Reaper. So it's all kicking off, really, and he does it single-handedly because he's got one hand tied behind his back.
Yeah.
Well, he's trying to adjust his, the trousers, you can get that wee catch at the back that make them tighter. So he's trying to do that, so he's single-handedly.
He hangs off a lot of vehicles. Like, he's
packing a lot of grenades, I think.
That's why his jacket is
That's why he's being back. That's why there's a catch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And you just click it, and it's almost like a bottle opener at the back. And he just...
Is there any catchphrases or any kind of sayings that caught on from the movie?
Nope.
Oh, he goes, yay! No shoes.
No,
That's how he gets around.
Needs his tools.
Okay.